Okay there guys, so welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt and we are back again with another Marvel Future Fight video. And we have got a lot to talk about today, so let's get straight into it. As a lot of stuff that's going to be happening on screen is going to be relevant, but I'm just doing my dailies as we go through things. So first things first, if you guys are looking for an alliance, Wilson's Heroes, that's my current alliance. We currently have a bunch of spaces, so yeah, if you're looking for an easygoing alliance where you don't have to really do anything, we don't take anything too seriously except just checking in each day, then hit us up and we will be glad to see you. Anyway, on to today's video, and oh boy, yes, so like many of you, as the event quest was coming to an end yesterday and people were looking at seeing what would come next, the drops we got were not necessarily the ones we wanted. Now, yes, Cosmic Core is always a great event. It's free stuff at the end of the day, and even though an obelisk isn't great, I shall re-roll that, so that's not a problem. I always look for those tier 3 materials, and hopefully we shall get one. I know that CTP is just a wild shot, but if we do, great. If not, I shall be happy with some TCP or EOD. So yes, you can see we have a new gold event as well. Again, nothing here unless you're really desperate for, say, that 5-star ticket on a character. Really worth going out of your way for, but if you're spending the gold anyway, if you've got event quests or something else that you're doing, then it's great. And here we come to the main crux. So today it is the 5th. We are approximately 3 weeks away from the 7-year anniversary, and unlike before, we have not received anything. We have got news here about daily events for World Boss and for 50% off comic card unequipping, which is fine and everything, but it's not really what everyone was hoping for. We were hoping to have had some news by now. So even in the sales, you look and see, or maybe they've got some anniversary stuff. Nope, it's still the Gwenpool Deception chest for the April Pools event. And I know that there are some more. I'm not sure if they're in the store already. Let's have a quick look through. But there's nothing exciting in here, and there's nothing that even sort of leans towards or specifies, 7-year anniversary coming up soon. Normally we would at least say, hey, don't be buying any of this stuff because something will be coming up soon, or get your Stark stash in because something will be coming up soon. But at the moment we just don't know, which is a little on the troubling side so far, because I guess maybe we've been spoiled in the past. We would always have some news by now. You can see I'm hoping to get a discount for, I can get Mystique, and we'll just get today's free character. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, there is absolutely nothing so far, and I know that quite a lot of the community is a little bit worried about that. And I don't know if that's rightfully so or not rightfully so, but certainly in the past we were being kept better informed by now. I'm not quite sure if, and again this is going to be pure speculation, but if the Kabam merger has had a knock-on effect with anything. But you can see we've still got just over a week left on the CTP check-in event, and that's going to take us up to within 2 weeks. Normally, if we're having a countdown event, we would have already started by now. The 8-week check-in event finishes in just over a week as well. So unless they're going to shoehorn it into a 2-week countdown, quite possibly they're going to do something every day for the 2 weeks leading up to it. It's not looking very promising. And again, this is the problem between developers and the community. The community, we look at things at a micro level. We're looking at everything. We're looking at what we see every day in either the forums or what's available to us on the menus and in the notices. And if we can't see anything going forward, we assume that there is nothing. Whereas the devs have probably got either figuratively or literally a roadmap that they can see what is happening next week, next month, a couple of months down the line. But unfortunately at the moment, unlike in the past, they're not actually communicating that to us, which leaves us in the situation we are now, whereas some people are suggesting that there is going to be no big events for the 7th year anniversary, that it's just going to come and go, or that they're going to try and monetize it more than before. Whether or not that's just doomsaying, not Doctor Doomsaying, but the expression doomsaying, or people are worried that the game is going to die. I mean, we go through this pretty much every year, people saying that the game is going to die. But if you think about it, the events that we do have monthly, like the Future Pass, we get premium tokens for a premium card every month. We get a CTP check-in every month. You can see I actually picked up the tier 2 advancement thing from yesterday's event quest because I have, I'm kind of working already on premium cards and I didn't want to get any more. I just want to work on this one that I've got at the moment, this lunar one. You can see it's pretty good stats at the moment, and it's 6 quality as well, so I'm in an R-ing whether I want to re-roll it because I could get rid of the cooldown. I don't really want that. I'd be much happier with a physical attack. Crit damage, it's probably the best one there. And movement speed, I'm quite happy with. I'm fine with that one as the bottom option. There's nothing really else much better there. So yeah, I could have also gone and picked a CTP because we get those monthly as well. Or we actually get 2, depending on if you pick the premium card or the CTP. And we do have, like I say, the monthly check-in. So in a lot of ways, the game is in a really good place. We do get a lot of premium items that we see. For instance, the story mode, which now everyone seems to have finally jumped on board with. We can get the opportunity, and admittedly it's low. It's probably about the same as you would get from a booty box, but it's still another opportunity. It's basically guaranteeing yourself a booty box chance for a specific item each day, if you have the characters available, of course. Whether it's for the premium cards or for the CTPs. Again, you don't get to choose them necessarily, but I think a lot of people are hoping that we're going to see some miracle in this 7th year anniversary, because it's going to be the newest one, that we're going to see things that we never see before. Personally, I picked up the tier 2 advancement ticket yesterday because yes, there are characters I could be working on, like Molecule Man, Blue Marvel. I should be working on these and building them up to tier 3, but I have a pretty good enough roster for PvP at the moment anyway. And then you can see these other characters are just Shadowlands, so I just taken to tier 2 for that, and that's about it. For example, Dormammu, I know he's down here somewhere, and the only reason I haven't gone any further with him is because it costs a lot in Black Antimatter, which I've been using quite regularly, getting everyone to tier 2. So unless I get those dropped in a booty box, which I have had quite a lot of luck with over the last year, I'm not going to be spending my gold and resources to get those 4 rank 6 to build them up. But with these characters, you can see I have built them up, even though I probably shouldn't have, but I have built them up to gear 15 just because it gives me better characters to use in Shadowland for stages 1 to 35. But you can see here, Weapon Hex pretty much got her ready at all gears 20, so I wouldn't use a Mega Tier 2 on her. But there are characters who I'm waiting to see if anything will happen in the future, like Monica Rambeau, Spectrum. I'm expecting something for her. Blue Dragon and the Warriors of the Sky are quite handy to have for story fragment farming, so I might finally go with her. But we know that we can get these characters free, but we don't get a lot of new characters for free anymore like we used to. For example, I remember back in the day we used to get regular events at least a couple of times a year around Halloween and around Easter time for Crescent, where you could farm up her bios if you had her at a certain level. Like if you had her at 1 star, you could farm 1 mission, and the same with X23. If you had them at 3 star, you could farm the next mission. If you had them at 5 star, you could farm them the highest level mission, and then you could get bios as drops, and you could also get things like 2-star rank up tickets, 3-star rank up tickets. I'm not doing world event, but just a handy little tip there. You can see, just said that I'm doing it, back out, and you get some 50 energy for the cosmic core event, so that's a handy little trick there. But yeah, so in many ways the game is in a really good place. We haven't had as much in terms of what the game has given us. Like if you look at the Dimension mission, the characters that you can get from this, yes, the drops are rare, but before these were strictly only purchasable characters. I'm just going to roll for someone who I haven't got at tier 2. Hopefully it won't take forever. Okay, Hyperion. Still don't have him because I'm cheap and I do it the lazy way. So I hope to get enough rolls and bios so that I can get them that way. But again, even though Danger Room is gone, we still get the chance at these characters that before would have been paywalled off to a lot of free-to-play players. And I know that maybe in the anniversary, if we are expecting new characters, people are worried that they will be paywalled off. A lot of people talk about having maybe a Shadowland shop where you could get characters that way. I think that's personally a great idea rather than those Shadowland chests, because we never get anything decent with them. I think the last thing I got was the Mega Mythic, but that was for clearing stage 85. It wasn't actually for, because I opened a box and happened to get it. So yeah, as you can see, the game is in a bit of a state of flux at the moment. So we're just going to re-roll for a boss that will give us, hopefully, a speed book. Still looking for those, by the way. Yep, we've got 7. So still need another 3. I'm just going through my dailies, as you can see, as we're talking about this stuff. So I'm not doing anything too exciting here for you guys to look at. But yeah, I think we've been so lucky with the reworks that we've had to characters, with the amount of stuff that we do get, even though it's not up front here in your inbox, here's a CTP, it's a check-in event, and so maybe we don't appreciate it or think of it so pertinently as if it was received. But I do think that moneyed paywalled uniforms for Gwenpool is ridiculous, and I think that's why a lot of people are really still upset, because we had sort of a very mid-month update in the Hawkeye update. It didn't feel like a full, brand new monthly update. It felt like a mid-month because that's what we've been used to. And then to get the Gwenpool and Deadpool, even though she got her tier 3, I mean, they're 2 very poor uniforms in respect of, one is only useful as a leadership. Deadpool's is only useful as a leadership for Gwenpool, and Gwenpool's costs real money, so that puts about 95% of the player base out. I think a lot of people are feeling very anxious about the 7th year anniversary, and it could be that they drop the stuff tomorrow. We can look into the events or news, and they'll say, hey, the countdown is coming, we've heard your feedback. But it just doesn't feel very likely, the way that Marvel Future Fight devs have, and especially like you're looking at the forum, the way it has been treated this year so far. I think a lot of people, myself included, have been sort of wondering, we all know CM Fragment is not an actual person, it's just a moniker that whoever is posting onto the forum uses. They use the name CM Fragment, and whether that was Cage or Kim who was doing it before, for some reason they've taken this whole April Fools as just a one-off thing and a bit of fun, and they're trying to spin it out into a whole monthly event or weekly event, and it's April Fools is just a day, and the joke has really worn thin on a lot of people. We don't want to see this. We want to see what's coming up. We want to be, this is the thing, we want to be excited. There are a lot of people who are happy to spend money in sales at the anniversary, everyone talks about the 2 times of year where both free to play and the big whales and everyone in between likes to spend their money. And it is Black Friday in November, and it's the anniversary, which they're quite nicely spaced out around 6 months apart. So yeah, the fact that we haven't seen anything, I hope it's just because of internal restructuring. I really do. I hope that just because of the Kabam merger, staff are maybe getting used to new roles, new positions, and like smaller details like the forum, the important stuff that they have to post, they are putting up, but things like dev notices, have just fallen to the wayside because they're getting used to new things or they're doing other work. But let me know what you guys think. Anyway, I think I've waffled on for long enough here today. Hopefully we'll hear something in the near future and it'll be good news. But yeah, so give us a like and a subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. Okay?